Hi friends, welcome back. In this video, I am going to talk about a major mistake committed by most of the prelims aspirant in their last 1 month of preparation before the prelims examination, which leads to your failure. Guys, so if you do not want to fail in the prelims 2024, guys, watch this video till the end, because in this video, I am going to expose a faulty strategy which is being propagated by coaching institutes and lot of people, and how that faulty strategy is costing the prelims result of thousands of sincere aspirants because they are blindly following that advice, and how that is harming you. Guys, I am very sure that 90% of the aspirants who are watching this video may be having the same faulty strategy, same myth in their mind, and today I am going to burst that myth. What is that myth? So guys, before I talk about that myth, let me tell something about myself. Guys, my name is Santosh Pandey. I have the unique distinction of cracking the prelims examination 6 out of 6 times. You can see some of my scorecards. I have the distinction of scoring one of the highest marks in the UPSC prelims examination consistently, and I have helped thousands of aspirants in cracking the prelims examination in the last few years. So what is that mistake? So guys, many institutes, many mentors, even toppers also sometimes, they will suggest that in the last month solve 100 mocks. Few go to the extent of saying that solve 200 mocks. Okay. I'm not saying that this is wrong strategy, directly. I will come to this, that it is a right strategy for whom. But for 90% of the aspirant, for 90 or 95% of the aspirants, this is kind of, this is kind of disaster. Yes, you heard it right. This is kind of disaster. That in the last month you are going to solve 100 mock. Why is it disaster to solve 100 mocks in the last month? Let me explain to you. So guys, just think that if you have to solve 100 mocks, what you will do? At least you have to follow Institute 1, Institute 2, Institute 3. At least you have to follow 3 institutes, because 100 mocks means 33 mocks per institute. Generally, most of the institute may not be having 33 mocks also. Some institute they will have only 20 mocks. Some institute have only 10 mocks. In our lecture batch, we have 65 mock tests for the entire year. But for the last month revision, we have only 30 mocks. Which is the optima. So my point is what, guys? To solve 100 or 200 mocks, you have to at least solve, 4 to 5 institutes to solve 100 mocks. So just think that if you are solving, just imagine if you are solving 25 tests of 4 institutes. Suppose, just imagine this. You are solving 25 tests from all the 4 institutes. What is the thing which is going to happen to you? There will be many topics which will be same. There will be many topics which will be the same, repeated. Because obviously every institute will try to give you the most important questions. They will try to. I'm not saying that everyone will be successfully able to do that, but there's a high chance that out of this 2500 questions, you may think that I have solved 2500 questions. I have solved around 10,000 questions. I have solved around 10,000 of questions. But what will happen in reality is that you will be repeating the same topics from every mock. There is a high probability that you are spending your quality time, because last month time is quality time. Last month, each and every second which you are spending is a quality time, which you should think that every minute, every hour, every second which I spend should give me some marks. So when you solve this kind of thing randomly, then lot of topics will get repeated. So effectively, out of 100 mock tests, what will happen? Effectively, you may be only solving 40 tests. Why? Because all other questions will be repeated. Same kind of questions will be there. okay, or same type of question or same topic will be asked in all the mocks. Okay, so what will happen? Effectively, what you have solved only 40 tests, you have a perception, you have a false feeling, you have a false confidence that I have solved, okay, 100 mock tests, I have solved 10,000 questions. But in reality, what is the reality? The reality is you may not have solved even 40 tests. Okay, just if you, okay, don't do this, rather than what you do is that you select one institute, okay, institute 1, and you solve all the tests of that institute. Okay, for example, in our lecture test, we have 65 tests, okay, where it is 55 GS1 plus 10 CSAT. Okay, so let us consider 55 mock tests we have. So this 55 mock test, it is scientifically arranged. Why? Because we have NCERT test. So NCERT test will help you to cover NCERT. Then we have standard book test, which is called advanced test. It will help you to cover advanced books. Then we have monthly current affairs test. Monthly current affairs test will help you to cover the monthly current affairs. And in the end, we have the Optima test. In the end, we have Optima test, which is expected topic test. Expected topic test. Okay, means the topics which are expected. Let me give you one example. What do I mean when I say expected topic test? So there are many organizations in the world. There are many organizations in the world. There are many groupings in the world. But only few organizations will be in news that year. Okay, only few groupings will be in news that year. For example, this year we have the expansion of BRICS. For this year we have NATO expansion. Okay, just I'm giving you one example. Okay, for this year FATF is in news. Okay, Interpol is in news. Okay, just I'm giving you. So out of all the organizations, out of all the 100 organizations, 100 groupings, okay, you have few important groupings which are in news this year. So these questions, this Optima test is prepared on only those expected topics. Okay, and which is not covered in the monthly current affairs, we will be covering in the Optima test. So guys, if you solve this 55 test, this is different from solving 20 test of 10 institutes, or 5 or 10 test of 5 institutes. Why it is different? Because you scientifically covering NCERT, you scientifically covering advanced book, you are scientifically covering monthly current affairs, and you are scientifically covering the expected topic questions. This is what is called a scientific test series. But most students, what they do? They do randomly, some from here, some from here, some from here, some from here, some from here. Guys, solving this 100 tests, okay, or 200 tests, who will solve this 200 tests? Generally, you will see that those students who have already cracked prelims last year, okay, generally they don't feel like studying the same Lakshmikant, they don't feel like studying the same NCERTs, but obviously they have to work hard before the prelims exam. So what they do, rather than studying the same Lakshmikant again and again, they start solving questions, mock tests from various institutes. This is also good. I'm not saying this is bad strategy. This is strategy for whom? People who have already prepared current affairs properly, people who have already covered NCERTs properly, people who have already read standard books properly. For them, obviously, return on their investment of time in reading Lakshmikant is not high, because they have read it 10 times, 100 times. Okay, so they solve mock test. But suppose you are of that category that your concepts are weak right now, your concepts are not that strong, your current affairs is not that strong, then if you do this kind of mock test, randomly mock test, and sacrificing your valuable time in reading, revising the current affairs, revising the NCERTs, revising the standard books, then you are going to miserably fail. Why? Because in the last 1 month you have limited time. If you spend that limited time solving random mock tests, you are going to fail. No one is going to save you. Don't follow toppers' advice, don't follow coaching institute advice, okay, blindly. This 200 mock test advice is for some different kind of students who have already covered everything, who have covered current affairs, who have covered everything. So obviously their return on investment in reading current affairs or reading NCERTs or reading standard books is very low. So what they do, they start solving mock tests randomly. Whatever mock test they put their hand on, they start solving it. But you don't have to do it. Particularly working aspirants, you don't have the time for such kind of things. Select a scientific mock test, select a scientific mock test, select 1 or 2 institutes maximum, solve their each and every test. Then you will have variety. Here I would like to tell you that, guys, please definitely solve the important questions which I am predicting. I have the unique record of predicting a lot of questions in the UPSC prelims examination. You can go and cross check my YouTube channel last year how many questions I predicted. The most famous, the most difficult question I was able to predict even in history. I predicted 4 to 5 questions even in history also. The Pumpuhar question, the Stupa question, the Jainism question. Go and check it out. Okay. So guys, nowadays UPSC is becoming challenging for many aspirants, but this important question series will definitely help you guys. With this, I would like to end. Please, again, I am going to advise, please don't make that mistake of solving 200 mock tests before you have covered one test series properly, before you have covered the NCRTs properly, before you have covered the standard books properly, before you have revised the current affairs properly. Only when you have done this, you have confident, no, I have done current affairs properly, I have done NCRTs properly, I have done standard book properly, I am very confident. Then you go solve 500 mock tests. I am not going to stop you. But without that, if you solve 200 mock tests, guys, you are just going to fail in the UPSC prelims examination. With this, I would like to take your leave. Guys, please do like the video. Guys, your every like motivates me to come and give you such kind of wisdom which no one is going to give you. Guys, every word which I speak is in your interest. Every word which I speak is in your interest. I speak every word from my own experience of cracking this exam multiple times. Thank you guys. Bye-bye. God bless you.